Okay, so I was asked to do a video on this so-called controversy. Number 1, I'm not a fan of cancel culture. Number 2, I'm all about love and forgiveness. Check out my previous video. Number 3, if you really get offended by what someone said when they were younger and are not willing to forgive and let go, then cancel your fucking self. We're gonna do a little exercise here. Raise your hand if you've ever made a racist or homophobic statement in your life. Okay, now raise your hand if you agree that you should get canceled for something you said in your younger years and have apologized for. Okay, so do me a fucking favor. Those without sin, cast the first fucking stone, you fucking hypocrites. Look, the man apologized for what he stated. Case in point, no one is perfect. And it's so much easier to judge when your personal life and actions are made public, while the sheep in wolf's clothing, than hide behind a fucking computer anonymously, love the judge and decide to cancel someone based on something that you are also guilty of doing yourself. Can you imagine if everyone's life was made public? We wouldn't have cancel culture anymore, I'll tell you that right now. And if a person does not apologize or regrets what they said in the past, then that's a different story. See, back in the day, it was okay to say certain things, but now it's like, oh my god, you can't say that anymore, you know? Look, I'm gonna admit it, I'm guilty of it also. You really want to get pissed off right now? Here are my 2 cents on racism and homosexuality. Number 1, look, racism is never going to go away. And what really pisses me off the most is how black people can call each other the N-word. But when any other race does it, it's off limits, despite the fact that the word is extremely offensive. Look, they're human beings that bleed the same color that we do. And look, they've had a very bad past, a history of violation of human rights and suffering. Hence why we celebrated Juneteenth yesterday, and should be shown the respect that they deserve. Even their own kind should also oblige. Number 2, I don't support homosexuality. Look, God created you to be a man or a woman, and for you to change that is disrespectful to its original creator. Look, if you create something out of passion, and someone else later comes along and makes drastic changes to it, how the fuck would you feel? Yeah, not too happy about it, especially if you're an original content creator. And it's happening a lot. People are taking other people's things and then they're just changing things. Look, for example, reboots, remakes. It's fucking up the classics. Case in point, you come to this world as a man, you're a fucking man, period, and the same goes for a woman. And no matter how much you butcher your own body, which is expensive as fuck, especially to maintain, to become something you will never be, you will always be the way you were born and nothing will ever change that. That's just how I feel. Because the next thing you know, people will try to turn themselves and identify themselves as an animal. Hell, I'm a fucking cat. I feel as if I should have been born a cat. I feel like a cat. I declare myself as a cat. I'm not a human being anymore, and if you call me a human being, it's fucking horrible, man. What the fuck you doing? You hurt my feelings. Heck, you even have people who are seriously in love with their pets and actually marry them. I'm not kidding. And yes, they have sex with them. I don't give a fuck how you feel. That's fucking bestiality, and there's no excuses behind that. Don't take my word for it. Research it. One woman I saw in the news was so in love with her pug because she was always getting hurt by men and couldn't find the right one, so she decided, you know what, I love my fucking dog. I'm gonna marry my fucking dog and be passionate with it. Fuck me, that's disgusting. I mean, there's nothing wrong with loving your pet, but not like that. And one woman in India married her fucking pet snake. You don't even want to know the backstory behind that one. It's sexual. But oh, we shouldn't judge that because people love their fucking animals. The fuck, man? You may think of it as a joke right now. You may think light of it, but in the future it might happen. I mean, it's already happening, but it may become to the point to where it's like offensive if you make fun of them because of it, you know? Look, do what you want with your life and your body. That's up to you. If you love doing that shit, man, then go for it, but don't expect me or anyone else to be forced to support it. And I warned you all that I was, what I'm about to say will seriously piss people off, but honestly, I don't give a flying fuck. It's all the way up there, because I'm the one that always tells it like it is. Alright, and not what you want to hear. I've always been like that, okay? And look, I don't have any issues with the LGBT, but when they act like entitled pissants, especially men who act like fucking bitches, like, oh my god, you know, seriously. Yeah, I don't like that shit, okay? I have an issue with that. And not all of them are like that. A lot of them are actually really respectful human beings that don't act like a bitch or a man, you know? They talk and act normal despite, you know, their sexual preference. Look, they're not all bad people. And although I don't support what they do, I would never turn them down for help. And I would never treat them any differently. Because regardless of the lifestyle they have chosen, they're still human beings and have rights as well. The one thing that I do not support and really fucking pisses me off is when people beat up, you know, those in the LGBT community, which is 100% fucked up and wrong. I get it. You're pissed about it. But threatening them or committing violence against them is wrong. And if I see that shit fucking happening, I will come to their defense. Because regardless of how you feel about their lifestyle, you have no right to do that to them. And trust me, look, I fully understand people's frustration. And what pisses me off even more is that, you know, these celebrities are going around being forced to comply with the narrative, despite the fact that they, you know, feel the same way that I do, but because they're scared shitless of losing their job or cancel culture, they have no choice. That's when you clearly can tell like it is when your job is on the line. And it really makes me mad. Because I know some of these celebrities that, like, they seem like they're all for it and shit, but I'm telling you, I know for a fact that they aren't because, you know, I've met them and I know how they are, and, you know, I know other people in the industry who've been friends with them for a long time, and I know how they really feel, but they can't publicly, you know, say how they really feel because it'll get them into a lot of trouble. It sucks that now and then you have to check the skirt under each woman you meet because chances are it could be a fucking dude. Imagine this scenario. You're having the greatest sex of your life with someone, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, give it to me, yeah, nice, fuck me harder, and it's like, yo, either this bitch is a fucking demon or I just fucked Medea. Seriously, people get killed over this shit, and a lot of them, out of fear, don't reveal to their partner on what their actual original gender is. Original, keyword. One time my ex tried to force narrative on me, and I warned her that I get physically sick when I see two men kissing. She learned that lesson the hard way by having me over her friend's house and set me up to watch them kiss, and guess what? I vomited all over her. And that's what you get for trying to force that narrative down people's throats, man. They're going to regurgitate and they're going to fucking vomit. Case in point, if you were expecting me to crucify Warden Wayne, then obviously you don't know me that well because I've made it very clear that cancel culture and the easily sensitive pussies can go fuck themselves. It's seriously time to grow a fucking pair. I hated when they did that shit to James Gunn, who is a very talented filmmaker, and now they're trying to do the same shit with Chris Pratt. And he didn't say a fucking word. He's being judged because he's a born-again Christian and attends church. Give me a fucking break. These delusional arguments, debates, and complaints are they're just about as useless as a vibrator with no batteries. So, yeah, I'm not going to stop supporting and watching Spider-Man and Lotus fan film over this fucking pussy-ass bullshit. Back in my day, you would have been bitch slapped for even complaining about it. Sorry, but I'm very traditional and old school type of person, and that's all I have to say on it. And for the person who originally wanted me to do this video, I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but hey man, you asked me to do a video on it. Here's my thoughts on it, and that's just about it. So until next time, on the Same Spider Time, Same Spider Channel, and Same Spider Place, Spidey Woman out.
Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot.
Woo!